That's a great look at something I think we would all love to find. Thanks for tuning in to Indian Trace, and I just want to say thanks for all the encouragement, for all the support to try to stir up, number one, an interest in honoring the North American Indian. Of course, this is not a point I found. This is a book that I want to highlight, do a book review, which I don't often do. That's really important, is to study out our stuff. But before I do that, I want to show you, I have a workshop set up here where I do just a lot of the stuff out in the garage. You know how it is. And anyway, I'm getting ready to assemble a lot of this. I have a list. Names and what have you are not important, but just individuals for a project I call the One Project. And you can capitalize. I mean, look at this stuff. Capital O-N-E. Because I've selected one. And I'm going to take a closer up look at some of these stuff if the light's all right in here. I've selected one piece for a certain individual. And that I know would suit their region and things that they've said they liked. And that's all it had to be. It didn't have to be more than one, but I just had the ability to do it. And I had the quantity to do it. And I mean, I even have some hammerstones here that are going out the door. So this project called the One Project is about, if you want to, you choose one, just one person you know what they like, you know what they love, and you choose just one artifact, something you know they love, and get it to them, and give it to them. And I'm going to tell you what, we're going to go over these in a second, but there's some great stuff here for the One Project. Great stuff, as you can see. Just folding out and down and around here. And definitely, I want to tell this first. You see this whole pile? I do not give away top shelf. I have a fantastic collection. Over 800 pieces that I love, and I just don't give away. I'm not going to give them away. I mean, that might sound selfish, but it's not really. If you have a ton of great stuff, you can also give away. So, I will go ahead forward with a project called the One Project. You think if you have one, and you know one person, maybe who can't find, who does not have that kind of material around where they are, enough of that. Look at this book. This is an exceptional read, about 250 pages. This book I got for, look at this. Love it. And retails. You do not have to pay retail for some really great reads. This is put together incredibly. It's a real scholarly read. It's called In Search of Ice Age Americans. Like I said, it is just really great book. Written real well, and I read a lot on pre-Columbian North American Indian studies and what have you. This is exceptional. And about halfway done, but I know already. This piece here has been highlighted many times in many scholarly reads. It's actually found in Europe. This is found in the Southwest in a cache, and just unbelievable stuff. This is put together by Kenneth. So if you want to know, or if you want to get it cheap, pick this book up. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. My shout out for it. It's one of my favorites. Fantastic. I'm actually going to read it twice, which I don't often do. Enough of that. Fantastic out here in the workshop. Brought that out. Anyway, the One Project. Chose one artifact. I really did. I only chose one. I know it looks like a lot, but really, I only chose one based on one person I might know. Now, I've got some hammerstones here that are going to go out the door. Fantastic pieces, all together. Just worn. Specific. Used. Just love the nature of the hammerstone, because you can tell the energy that's in a hammerstone. This is pitted. This is work. This stone here is interesting because it wasn't broken by the plow. This is old stonage. There's no breaks by the plow, but this thing is worked over with those pits in it on both sides. And I won't show you the other side because it's got a name on there, but just keep things in order. This is a big quartz hammerstone. Its wear patterns are evident. It was used for smacking stuff, that's for sure, and for getting things ready. It's so important to get things ready, and I'm telling you what, that's an incredible piece right there. This and the way it's shaped, that's a hammerstone right there. Now, let me show you some of these things and take the rest of my time just to go through this pile and show you. You saw this little one, but I want to show you some of these pieces. Fantastic pieces, great artifacts that have a name, usually, on the back of them. See, from here you can't tell, and it's a little fuzzy. I did that on purpose, but just great pieces. That's a fantastic quartz scraper. And when all is said and done, folks will know, and they can either jump in or what have you. I mean, look at this piece here. What a great piece of rhyolite. And as I've mentioned many times before, I did not deplete and will not deplete my greatest loves, my smokers, my top shelf stuff. I don't have to give them away, and I won't. I mean, because you work so hard for it, and you shouldn't have to think that you do. But I mean, all you had to do is find one piece for a certain like or a certain disposition of somebody. I mean, look at these pieces. I'm trying to give you a look at these. And I didn't need more. Let me get down a better angle here. And these blue tags, of course, are... I'm trying not to highlight the blue tags or show them, but if you pause it, you might be able to see a name, but no big deal. Fantastic pieces. This piece of rhyolite is unique as can be right here. Unique as can be. Midpoint, got that from. Got a great quartz scraper right here. I know somebody who just absolutely loves these tools. Turtleback scraper. And I have a point here that's just fantastic, quartz point. Gotta love it. Just one. So I went in and I found one, and I knew a person. What I do is I clear artifacts. The reason I do that is because I know that I cannot give what I'm not going to get. I cannot overgive. And I keep a discipline on how much I give. Because, you know, you have people who follow after you, and I have, like I've mentioned, way over 800 pristine, awesome artifacts that I'm real happy to keep. This is a nice point. Look at this. And many of which I will not sell, and I do not give away. So that's just to put things in context with what you see here. Because this project, this one project, indeed, I went through, I really only selected one. But these represent many fellas out there who... you know, have a great heart for the North American Indian. Look at this piece. And they'll get one. You're going to get one. That's a great scraper, isn't it? This is a pass-on product. This is the only pass-on artifact that I have, that I received. And I have a lot of fantastic scrapers from outside this state. And this is the only piece that will not be North Carolina stone. But it's a great scraper. And I have a fella who I think it's probably highly illegal in their state. Maybe to even touch an artifact, let alone go collecting. Stupidity, right? But that'll go to him, and it's a fantastic tool. Look at these points. Recently found this, and I realized it is sharpened, resharpened off there. Great little piece. I'm hoping I'm not too much on the names, but here's a piece of quartz I found recently. Anyway, think about that, keep that in mind, because it's a fun project where I didn't have to get too confused. All I was going to do, I'm getting stuck up here, there we go, to find one piece. One piece, and it ships light, it ships cheap to do that. Certainly this is going to be like about 20 stamps, if you will, maybe a little more than a stamp. But come on, it's worth it, the value intrinsically. I mean, look at the purity of this piece of quartz, will you? Oh my goodness, will you? That's incredible. And there's a nice piece right here. But I've got to know, as you have out there, certain individuals, what their loves are, what the type of material they really love, they can't get. If you listen to people, you'll get to know that pretty quickly. And that's probably one of the most important things in life, I would say. Anyway, this project's going to be fun. I'm messing around with your eyes because I don't want you to see the labels too close. Here's another fantastic arrowhead. Look at this piece. The one project. Happy owners are going to go out and find one simple artifact in their box. Now, Wonder if you're wondering which one might be mine. Well, if you watch this, if you turn into this, chances are one of these will be. But you'll have to guess. Just for the fun of it. The one project. If you want to, go ahead. You start your own. You start it up, man. Just go through and select one. You know, folks. Right? You know, folks. But anyway, that's enough. Just a fantastic assemblage of items and stones. I guess I would just say in closing, thanks a lot for tuning into Indian Trace. And that right there, well, that's Indian Trace.